7th year anniversary of Ragi Kana. So before we go on, many of you will be aware of this, but to some of the others, it will serve as some new information. And to those of you who are aware of Ragi Kana, we thought that it would be important to sort of step back when we have completed 7 years and once again assess what we started with, what our goals were, and how we should go ahead from here. First, the beginning. Prasanna had this idea in 2016, 2017 of saying that there needs to be a marketplace which bridges the gap between the rural producers and urban consumers. And he shared it with a group of people, and there were two kind of organizations which were tasked with taking this on board and setting it up. One is Gram Seva Sangh, which is a network of individuals as well as organizations which are trying to do something to better rural society. And the other is Hulkul Muniswamappa and Munivenkatama Charitable Trust, which runs a beautiful school in the south of Bangalore in an 18-acre campus within the city of Bangalore, which is unbelievable, unimaginable. Once you enter it, you will sort of see it as an oasis in this concrete city. And they very kindly agreed to share this responsibility with us, gave us the school premises to us on Sundays to run the market, and have partnered with us for this entire 7 years. And without them, honestly, Ragi Kana would not have been possible. So a great big thanks to them. You can see on the left the driveway that goes into the school. On the right there's a bamboo grove. So it's a really beautiful campus. But what is Ragi Kana? And I will not take too much of your time, but I will quickly try to sort of again re-emphasize what we started out with, what we have achieved, and where we should go from here. First of all, it is a Sunday Sante, a bazaar, a market. Okay, the antithesis and the opposite of the rigid mall-like structures that you see. Okay, we are an informal market. There will be chaos if you visit us, but that's intended to be chaos. Or at least that's our explanation. So what do we do in the market? Okay, we have naturally grown vegetables directly from farmers, and there have been many stories where Ragi Kana has led to change in the lives of these vendors. Okay? Like Muniraju, the person you see on the right, in the bottom. Okay, during COVID times, he would have greatly suffered, but there were people who were regular visitors to Ragi Kana who took his number, ordered directly from him. He came on his moped in those times and delivered and managed to earn some livelihood. So this is the small ways in which Ragi Kana has impacted the lives of people who are associated with it, with Ragi Kana. Some of you will be familiar with this. Some of the vendors are there here. Chemically free grocery is another important aspect of our market. Handmade fabric and apparel, Tula, Desi, many others, all of them Jalpada Khadi and Ramesh, Kana weaves. Handcrafted items from cooperatives and small entrepreneurs, including food. Somebody in one of the previous panel mentioned the importance of local food. And apart from the fact that the grocery vendors have local food, they have millets and other kind of products that they sell. We also have small individual women entrepreneurs who, for the first time, have managed to get an earning by coming here, making traditional foods and selling them in the Ragi Kana Sante. And some of them go on to develop their own business. They get orders during the week when they are not at the Ragi Kana Sante. People order from them. It increases their livelihood. It gives them a means of living and an independent source of dignity. Apart from that, so this is one part. This is the visible part, the Sante. But a very critical element of Ragi Kana right from the outset, which we have kept in mind and tried to achieve, is the discussion forums and workshops. And the idea, as Prasanna had emphasized when we started on this journey 7 years back, one of the thoughts was you come in as a consumer, but go out as a Gram Sevak or as an activist of some sort. You come in, gain some new knowledge, gain some new understanding, and then go away transformed in a way, either in your own personal behavior or in the sense of going out and talking to people about it. So we've had things ranging from rainwater harvesting 7 years back. We've talked about this. We've had people talking about rain-fed agriculture, with importance of millets, the effect of pesticides. We've had organic terrace gardening workshops. So many of these. But the idea has really been to say, you may know some things. We have experts, and we don't claim to know. I mean, so many of you here, Vasavi, Chandra Jain ma'am, Bablu, Ananthoo, they have all come and shared their wisdom at Ragi Kana, because we say we don't know all the answers, but we will bring the experts here to talk to you and share their thoughts with you, so that you can learn something new and make a change in your life and the life of others. So again, Shri Ramchandra Guha, the Waterman of India, Rajendra Singh Ji. We've had farm walks where we've had sessions on people coming and talking about the vegetation in this 18-acre campus and talking about, how important it is. First panel talked about diversity. This is a diverse campus. So the diversity is shown to people in reality and they get to experience it. And it's not just diversity in terms of vegetation. We've had people come and talk about the diversity of insects in this 18-acre campus and how those insects play a role in the environment. We've had a young photographer who won an award from the BBC come and showcase his attempts at capturing nature. And that has again inspired, and then they went on a camera photography workshop, a walk through the campus. We've had Karthik come and, give a talk and a walk in the campus. Same way, a lot of traditional things like traditional games, trying to wean children away from the screen, the ubiquitous screen, trying to give them a way to play some traditional forgotten games. Grass craft workshops, coconut fiber, workshops. And the idea of all this is really to take us back to one of the founding principles behind Ragi Kana, which is the importance and the prominence and the priority of the handmade as opposed to the factory made. Okay, so that is why we prioritize the individual farmer, the handmade fabric. Okay, same way we want people also to come in and start doing something with their hands. The third aspect of Ragi Kana is about being a cultural hub. And this is important for us for two reasons. First is a very selfish reason. Okay, a lot of very eminent, very popular artists have come and performed at Ragi Kana for free because the values of Ragi Kana echoed with their, value system, their mindset. And these are traditional art forms of India, which is why we went out and reached to them. Our selfish motive in this is that we are present in one corner in South Bangalore. So necessarily most of our visitors come from that part. But even there, we have not managed to reach out to everybody because our means of creating awareness is limited. When a big artist comes and performs, a new audience comes, which has never visited Ragi Kana. They come attracted by that name. They also see the talk which is also happening the same day. They see the market. They interact with the vendors. And hopefully some of them get converted. So that is our selfish motive. But at the same time, the other reason why we have these cultural activities is to promote and expose the consumers of Bangalore to some traditional art forms which may not be that popular, which may not, be that well known. So this is, this is another shot of the campus, the school campus. They gave us this huge quadrangle where we have these events. And this is Shri T.N. Krishna. He came and performed. Pandit Venkatesh Kumar. But apart from that, Parayatam, okay, we have a small group which actually practices every week during Ragi Kana Sante in our school. And they talk about how this art form is looked down upon by some people and how, it needs to be brought to awareness to some extent. So they come, they perform, And they have become like our partners. Every special something that we have, we open with a parade performance. Do Saraswati did a play. We had a special performance by Sangeeta Shivkumar on Women's Day, involving only women artists. And on the bottom left, if you see, we also celebrated Ramayana, but a different kind of Ramayana. Okay, we had the Halki tribe. They have a version of Ramayana, Sita's Ramayana. So they came and performed their version of Sita's Ramayana, as did this Muslim group from Kerala. They have a version called the Mapillai Ramayana. They performed for us. So that's what I meant by saying we need to, expose people to new concepts, new ideas, new thoughts as well. There's actually two more slides. This is actually an old video which was made for us by some students, but I thought it was relevant to still share it because this brings me to the last point that I mentioned when I started, of saying, fine, we had some ideas, we had some vision, we had some thoughts when we started. Now we are assessing where we have reached, but also at the same time we have to keep our eyes on the future and see where would we like it to go. And that's where I think we need to have you all helping us to take this to newer places and newer heights. Just a quick look at the impact. We started in May 14th, 2017. Except during the COVID lockdown, we've run continuously. Even during the closure for COVID, and some of the eminent panelists here have been with us during that time, we conducted online discussions and talks. We've had over 320 Santes, 320 weeks we've had a Sante. Nearly 300 talks, discussions, workshops which we have conducted. Usually on most Sundays we have 30 regular vendors, which like today we have a special anniversary Sante. We also have a special Sante during Ugadi and Sankranti. It goes up to 75 plus vendors. And in these years we have realized almost 1.5 crore sales for these vendors. Remember that Muniraju, that poor individual farmer. Okay? People like him, and collectively all of these people, we have earned 1.5 crores for them. But we would like to take Ragi Kana further and higher, which means that Ragi Kana is sustained by a small group of very committed volunteers who have given their time and effort every Sunday and during the week as well. We would like Ragi Kana is nobody's proprietary model. It is something we would like to replicate in as many places as possible, but we need equally dedicated volunteers, a core group who can come, take that thought, learn from us and take it to newer heights. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Arun. A small token from us, just short. I request Nagaraj sir to please come forward and felicitate Arun. Thank you, Nagraj sir. Thank you very much, Arun.
Thank you.